Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Capricorn July 10, 2022. Usually you prefer to approach events with a practical and scientific attitude, but today you're feeling especially intuitive and more aware of the other worlds, so it might be difficult to hang on to your usual mindset. Some uncomfortable feelings you've had about events in the news could prove to be accurate, which might be a bit disconcerting. Remember that there is so much in the universe that can't be explained through logic or science. You will wake up today on cloud 9 and in a great mood. You will feel totally free, and you will be able to perceive the essentials of life. You have the perfect opportunity to share this gift from the stars with your loved ones. Afterwards, you may still have to get your feet back on the ground. Today could have a frantic pace to it. You'll want to keep careful track of your appointments and your engagements. It could be easy to lose track of time and to miss something if you're not careful. You might have too many things to do. Try to set some realistic deadlines, and extend others if you can. It's not good to pressure yourself if a project is impossible to finish. Be honest with your boss about your work schedule. Money and creativity are joined together successfully today. You might make some money from a project which you yourself completed, or you could actually be given some money to finance a project of some kind. Others might share your efforts, but you're definitely the mind behind the whole thing. Your intellectual powers are particularly strong, and you're better at expressing your ideas verbally than you usually are. Onward and upward. You are reacting irritably towards people in your private sphere. This makes you take out your bad mood on others. Friends and relatives obviously feel rebuffed. Restrain yourself and be fair and objective, even if you find it difficult in your current state of mind. Lie low and let other folks take the heat for you. It's not a good time to squeeze any more out of life than you're already getting, but your time is coming soon. You engage in conversation with almost everyone you meet. Being so talkative and offering little substance is far too easy. You lose track of conversations and question what you are doing. You still have the ability to create situations that can make your dreams a reality, rather than just aimlessly wasting your time. Don't believe everything that you hear today. You could come across some intriguing gossip. People could be talking about rumors of either a personal or professional nature. But these folks don't have the whole story. Don't allow such misinformation to worry you or to cloud your judgment. You'll soon know what is really going on, so just be patient. Don't feed into fears or panic today, because there is no need to worry. Welcome to a day. This vibration will see you more aware of the special people in your family. See about involving someone, especially if you have children, with your work today. If you can't spend a day at home, perhaps taking someone with you to work is a perfect way to get them involved. At the very least, be sure to talk with your family about the things you do and the events that occur while you spend your time at the workplace. You may have been feeling sorry for yourself lately. You claim that your self-expression is being stifled. But is it really? Is censorship a genuine concern, or is it merely a convenient excuse? Perhaps the barriers you perceive are just an illusion. You have a great deal of criticism to express, and that can be constructive. But say it out loud, or it will gnaw at you from within. Having the moon not only in your friendship sector but at a friendly aspect to the sun as he moves into his final 2 weeks in your relationship sector is adding to the already positive conditions for friendship and relationship building. When the sun and moon are in harmony, there will always be more confidence and optimism while helping to balance the sun's often black and white and the moon's often over-emotionally charged view. This strikes the right balance at the right time. As the sun moves into his final 2 weeks in your relationship sector, the conditions couldn't be more ideal. Not only is Mercury, the planet of communication, in his early days in your relationship sector, but there is additional communication support. The biggest danger now is complacency, with a need to have the communication lines open ahead of a full moon that will stress test a balance between your personal and relationship needs next week. Our eyes in the sky. Today is the third time Mercury and Neptune have squared off over the past few months. The first time was on May 22nd, setting the tone, and the tension, for Mercury's retrograde that started on May 29th. The second time these two planets squared off was on June 5th, during the height of Mercury's retrograde. Paranoia, anxiety, and uncertainty could heighten. Mercury is in its post-retrograde shadow until tomorrow, so it's important to realize that we may not hear or understand the whole truth of some situations. This is a very sensitive astrological aspect, which could make people assume the worst. Depression and friction could rise, and the chance of projection is high, so be careful not to soak up other people's sentiments. Be kind and compassionate, and don't take your bad moods out on others. If people come at you with drama, you can opt to disengage. Take care of yourself and put your needs first. Tonight, Venus in Leo opposes Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. This could make us feel insecure, as though others are ignoring us. Don't worry about what people are doing and feeling. Only focus on how you're feeling. Give yourself an emotional lift by implementing self-care in your routine to help you feel better. If you are awake before the sun, treat yourself like royalty by staying in your cozy bed. Or if you're up early, treat yourself to an elaborate breakfast, ideally made by someone else. There's an early morning Moon-Jupiter opposition that can transmit good feelings and the desire to be super generous and kind, but the more nice gestures you make, the more attention you get, which is something that you probably won't want during this aspect. You like doing things for others now because it makes you feel good, not because you want to be recognized for it, and the more thanks you get, the more it actually lessens your experience. But don't try to overcomplicate things too much now. Just after midnight, Mercury in Scorpio squares Neptune in Pisces. We have one more day to go before Mercury completes its post-retrograde shadow, and as it aspects the planet of illusion and delusion, the cosmic messenger seems determined to pack one final punch. Our interactions are confusing and subject to misunderstandings. We are liable to only hear what we want to hear and see what we want to see. Our imagination might lead us into blissful territory, only to dissolve into disappointment when the rose-colored glasses inevitably come off. This is a bad time for giving or receiving advice, which means we would also do well to avoid metaphysical consultations. Even if we receive a cohesive message from a reader, we will filter it through our own optimistic projections, skewing its intended impact. In the evening, the Scorpio moon sextiles Venus in Leo, a good time to lounge with friends and socialize. Although the confusion of the day might linger into the night, there's no reason to keep ourselves isolated if we are aware of the pitfalls of over-idealism. We can certainly get a lot out of our interactions with others now, especially in relaxed conversation. Remember that avoiding gossip and being upfront in our interactions will limit the risk of misinterpretation and invite in goodwill.